Hi. All right. So now we have Henley out here. And Henley will be a hunter, meaning she's going to be jumping. And so she'll be doing show hunters. So she'll be a jumping horse. So what we want to do is build up her confidence. Okay, and here's something to think about. Horses that are good about jumping are also, they have a certain worry about the jumps is what helps them to be really tidy. So I want to balance out, good job. So I want to balance out the going over an obstacle and building her confidence and building a good reinforcement history. So starting off with something easy so that we can build this reinforcement history, we can build your confidence, and then we can move on to bigger things, but we've taken it slow and not overfaced her unintentionally, or we get a chance to get information from her too. So for now, on the reverse round pen, we also put some poles. Now, what I'm going to do as she steps over the pole, I will click and reinforce her. Good. So I want her to think, ooh, poles is good. And so as I click her commitment to going over the poles. When that turns into a jump, you want to click their commitment to the jump, kind of just at the apex of the jump. So I could see she was going there. She adjusted her little footing so she could get over it smoothly. Okay, sweetie, let's go this way. Good. And just because we're working on the poles, I still like that she just turned around with me, staying focused. Come on, my little one. Over we goes. Good. Now, I think already, so I'm going to click her for this one. And then the next two, I'm going to do kind of back to back. So not necessarily, good girl. So not necessarily clicking each one, but now clicking the series of them, the two. And you can also see that as we're working together, and sometimes when I click, we say, good girl, and all those pieces, that verbal, that vocal, that talking becomes conditioned because it's kind of part of all of the training. So while I talk to you, but I also then redirect to her. So it's one of the ways that we kind of classically condition some of those keep going signals that we talk about. Good job. So the keep going signals, the way I can tell her she's doing a good job, and I'm going to use it over the first pole and keep moving on to the second one. Over you go. Good job, Missy. Good job. So I didn't click there, but instead I'm going to click for this one. Good. She had a little stutter step to make her distance work out. All right, little gal, are you ready? Should we do a little trotting? Come on. Good girl. Good girl. I'm just going to click the trotting first. She's going. She's, bright and going with me. And that's really good. She is a horse who can be little on the, he has, like we say, any energy conserver side. Ready? And trot. Good girl, Missy. Good girl. And again, you can see her putting that little extra hop in there, which I got to be careful because I might be creating.
And I like that bridge there because it was, you clicked the back end going over.
Okay,
the back end had a good bit of effort there.
So Jessie had just pointed out that I clicked the, are you wearing a mic?
I do have a mic on.
Okay, good. Then you heard her. If I'm the only one with a mic, you only hear me, which is how it should be. Just kidding. Okay, Hans, let's go. Good girl. That's my girl. And with her lowering her head like that, it's also kind of ensuring that she's paying good job. And the next one, ready? Good. It means she's paying attention to what's under her feet, which is also important. So I don't want her going around and not knowing, but I know that she's at least looking down and being aware of it.
I like that one too because she kept increasing her pace through there. She didn't, it wasn't like, oh, I have this a little disappointment because I didn't get bridge for going over this first one. She's just like, I'm going to try harder.
Yes. And I think that is, and without any frustration or worry.
Yeah.
And she even did it just at the walking when I did, and I could see her kind of marching in a little bit more. And I thought, good, because she needs a little go. Good girl. And are you ready? Let's go this way. Ready? Good girl. And trot. Good girl, my little princess. Over you go. Good girl. Keep going. Good. And so you can see this isn't a super hard exercise for her. And sometimes we want to feel like, well, then we should do more. When actually, I think it is great just to say, let's just keep it easy. Let's build that confidence, bring the clarity, build the reinforcement history so that we can then move on to the Cavalettis, which will be a little bit more to them. So we're going to do that one next.